Today we are exploring the wonderful island of Lifou in New Caledonia. That is, once you actually get onto that island. What we found was that the Pacific Explorer didn't have a very good tender process. You basically made your way down to the gangway and it was first in, best dressed. There was no ticket issued and this made the lineups quite long. Unfortunately, the weather was a little rough this day, so the beach that faces the ship when it anchors was a little rough for swimming. It would have made snorkeling pretty unpleasant and possibly a bit choppy. You wouldn't have seen a whole lot on this day. There are a lot of massage tents, and if you're a person who really likes massages, I suggest that you stop in at one of these ladies. They do a fantastic job. We had booked a shore excursion to Jinek Bay on this trip. So to get to Jinek Bay, you just walk through the village, you go up a little bit past where the buses are and turn left, and it's probably a 10-minute walk from there. Really important when heading down to Jinek Bay, remember to have no sunscreen on. The oils from the sunscreen can damage the reef where you'll be swimming. Jinek Bay does not have a beach. You need to walk down the steps into the water. There is an area at the bottom of the steps where you can stand to put on your flippers. This is also dependent on whether or not it is high or low tide.
When you go to Jinek Bay, always make sure that you're not allowed to stand on coral, and they'll certainly let you know that. But they also have a big sign before you go down there and tells you all these different buoys that are in the water, which we didn't take any notice of. We just swam around and looked at the fish and the coral. But they have all these buoys on the sign, which actually gives you a map of all these different things that you can see when you're swimming around. Worthwhile having a look at that before you actually get in the water. The guys talked me into walking up to the church at the top of the hill. It's a bit of a hard slog, especially when you're carrying a bit of extra pounds after drinking and eating so much on a cruise. But once you get to the top, there's beautiful scenery, great opportunity to take a picture of the boat or the ship, and yeah, it's worthwhile going up there.
We did learn a little bit from the cruise that we took previous year in 2016, not to leave your journey back to the boat until the very last part of the day. The lineups are huge and the tender process getting back on the boat is just as difficult as what it can be in the morning. After our swim at Jinek and our walk up to the church, we went back through the village for a bit of a massage and then headed back to the boat for the afternoon. Lucky for us, as we were waiting on the pier, we had a little turtle come and say hello. There are opportunities to travel further afield on this island and go to the village and also across to the other side. And whilst I think Lifou is just one of the most beautiful places you can visit, it's probably not my favourite out of all the Pacific islands that you can visit. If you are coming to Lifou, make sure you bring your reef shoes because the coral here is extensive. It's very hard to get into the water without going through like a bank of coral, and you can easily cut yourself. In fact, as we were lining up to go back to the boat, we did see a guy with a bit of coral sticking out of his leg, so it is quite possible, so make sure you bring the gear that you need. Thanks for watching our brief tour of Lifou. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and check out our further videos on this channel. Till then, see you next time.